Hi, it's Betsy Russell. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to be talking with my son Duke Van Patten, who's off camera, and we're going to be talking about the subject of gratitude. Since it's Thanksgiving time, I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to just throw that out there and see what comes of it. All right, Duke, do you have any questions for me about gratitude?
How's your experience been with gratitude?
My experience with gratitude has been life-changing, and I say that because I always thought that I was grateful about things in the past, but until I really started living every day in gratitude, things didn't shift for me as much as they have now.
What's the difference between being grateful for random little things and living in gratitude?
So being grateful for little things is fantastic. I mean, that's just as great as being grateful for big things, but just thinking, oh, I'm grateful for this and this, isn't it cool? And really just feeling gratitude and what that feels like and how it just draws us down the pathway to a peaceful existence is very different.
So you're saying being grateful isn't something that you necessarily have to remind yourself to be and about, the little things?
I think being grateful is something that you get more involved in as you are on a spiritual journey, and you just start seeing things differently. We start seeing through different lenses, being in gratitude all the time. So something that could have looked so challenging and seemed like, how am I ever going to get out of this tough situation? This is impossible. I'm being sued, or I'm being audited, or my next door neighbor hates me, or all those things. If you can flip it and just say, what's the lesson in this? Or how am I thinking about this? How am I holding this situation? And turn it into something like, I'm gonna learn from this, and what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, and I'm gonna be a different human being after this situation is concluded.
Totally. So it's almost like not taking it personally in a lot of these situations and seeing how you can put your own stamp on it.
Well, I don't know if it's as much not taking it personally as it's just knowing that there is a blessing in every situation. So when we just live our lives as if every moment is for our evolution and growth, and it's all about just learning and teaching and really mirroring for others that, this opportunity to live in this body in this lifetime doesn't come around more than once. So why not just seize the moment, seize the day, and really make the most of it? And that involves gratitude, for me anyway.
Would you say you're at that point for the most part, that you can do that?
I will say that I am definitely very grateful most of the time, yes.
And what's the difference to you between embodying a life of gratitude versus just kind of a reminder that might work and might not work sometimes?
So the difference between living a life in gratitude,
yes,
and then being reminded every once in a while, oh yeah, I'm grateful for this and that,
right,
is huge. And it's the more that we focus and think about the things that we're grateful for, and let people know that we're grateful to them for being in our lives and for teaching us, and not
starts to snowball
and not taking things personally. Yeah, it does. And then all of a sudden the blessings are just coming from everywhere, and the signs that we're living life the way that it's meant for us to be led. Our purpose is it's so different than just kind of walking through life in a numb state as a zombie, where we're just sort of getting by. There's a huge difference between just getting by and really living and thinking thoughts that we choose to think about, and focusing on the good thoughts and letting that lead us to a peaceful, relaxed feeling state. Does that make sense?
Totally. Is that something that you flip a switch and you start changing your mindset manually or consciously, or do you kind of just set that as your intention? What are some tips that you would recommend?
Some tips that I would recommend for living a life in gratitude is, number one, just set that intention and really just close your eyes and sink into the moment. So in 3 principles, thought, mind, and consciousness, we can tune in to the universal consciousness or God or the universe or whatever you want to call it at any time, any moment, it's always accessible to us. So anytime that we choose to really be in a deeper feeling place or more loving, compassionate, appreciative state, we have that opportunity. No matter where we are, what we're doing, who we're with, we always have that opportunity. So the more that I started trusting that and knowing that that was available to me, I really think that changed my life in a big way.